Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and thank you for joining us for another episode of Nightcap. Y'all know me. I'm your favorite uncle, Shannon Sharpe, my partner and co-host, Liberty City's own, Bengals Ring of Fame honoree, the Pro Bowler, the All-Pro, that's Chad Ochocinco Johnson, and we want to thank you again. Please make sure you hit that subscribe button. Please make sure you hit the like button and go subscribe to the Nightcap podcast feed wherever you get your podcast from. Thanks to you, we get to do what we do. Because of you, we have become so successful, and we want to thank each and every one of you, your eyes, your ears, and your word of mouth that have spread Nightcap as the must-watch podcast to get all things sports and social issues. So thank you again very much, because without you, there could be no us. So again, thank you very much. Please make sure you check out Shea by Le Portier. We do have it in stock, and if you can't find it in a city or state near you, order it online. We'll ship it directly to your door. Please drink responsibly and be safe out there. Go follow my media company page on all of its platforms, Shay Media, and my clothing company, 84. The link is pinned in the chat. Supplies are limited, and once they're gone, they're gone. So please grab yours while supplies last. Ocho, let's jump right into it. Teddy Bridgewater has been suspended as the head football coach at his alma mater, Miami Northwestern High School, for reportedly giving impermissible benefits to his players. The suspension comes less than a week after Bridgewater detailed in a Facebook post in which he was asking for donations for the program that which he personally covered. $14,000 for training camp, $9,500 for team pride sets, $2,200 a week for pregame meals, $1,300 a week for recovery, $700 a week for Ubers, and more. He's being penalized for that. So Teddy, a volunteer, not even a school employee, is being suspended for helping kids and doing good in the community. Teddy alleged that administrators at Northwestern want me gone, apparently. Ocho, this is down your neck of the woods. You're very familiar with all things South Florida. What's going on here?
Yeah. I mean, it's unfortunate. From my understanding, obviously Miami Northwestern, very good program. Very good program.
State
obviously,
last year. That's his alma mater. Go ahead.
They just won state. Last year. Teddy did a hell of a job coming in and changing that program around in less than a year. I think the previous season, I think they hadn't really won that many games. Obviously, inner city school, and the fact that out of his own money, out of his own pockets, being able to feed some of those kids. Obviously, this is. I hate saying a poverty-stricken area. I hate saying that. I hate using that type of word, but these are kids that needed rides, transportation to and from practice. Obviously, Teddy taking it upon himself to feed the kids as well, because preparing them for the next level, because this is the type of treatment you're going to get at the next level, giving them that type of exposure, that type of atmosphere, and what it's like to be at the next level. Some of the things he was doing to help the kids is unfortunate. I've heard both sides. I think, if I'm not mistaken, from what I've heard, obviously being down here in Miami, Teddy Bridgewater and that athletic director at Miami Northwestern, they don't see eye to eye. They're not on the same page where they should be. What Teddy has brought, to that school, and what it's done for that school, and some of the things he has been doing, there should be no reason why they don't see eye to eye based on what Teddy's trying to do for these kids and giving back in every way he can out of his pocket. I think also, on the flip side of things, I think it can also be a liability for the school in a sense. If anything is to happen to these kids, God forsaken that it wouldn't, I think the school has to protect themselves as well. So I kind of see both sides of it, but what Teddy's doing, man, listen, I salute you. It's really unfortunate. If it was a private school, this is something that they do. This is something that is normal. It's a norm for them. But a public school is frowned upon, and the fact that he was suspended for it is ridiculous, huh? It's ridiculous, because he's been a huge help for those kids, huge help for that program and what he's been able to do.
Is it because he personally took the money out of his own pocket, or if there, like you said, if it was a big enough school and they could raise the money and this happened, would that be an issue? Because it seems like I think they're getting into it, Ocho, is that you're paying these players. You're giving them things that other kids don't get if they went to another school. That ain't my fault.
Right. That had nothing to do with nothing. I think the problem is, Unc. I think the problem is, I think everything would have been good if Teddy hadn't have posted what he had done.
Right.
I think nobody would have known. You know, he posted what he had done for the kids in the mountain which he had spent to that point, and then asked for donations, which he probably would have. I think he would have been safe if he just asked
for the donations first and not
instead.
post about what you've done.
Yeah, without letting everybody know what he had done. Listen, one thing about Miami Northwestern alumni, them Bulls gonna band together. You hear me? Them Bulls gonna band together and raise whatever money needs to be raised for those kids to make sure that they have and they don't go without.
Yeah, I mean, I see some of these, I see some of these schools in Texas and California and Georgia where they building these 15, 20, 30, 40, $50 million facilities for high school program. Obviously, in the South, football is king. Obviously, in the West, California, football is king as well. But in the South, Georgia, Florida, South Carolina, North Carolina, Alabama, Mississippi, Tennessee, Texas, football is king. And they will close Friday nights. They close everything down early because they want to make sure the fans get out there and cheer on their local team. With that being said, I'm like I said, 95. I don't know what a team pride set is. Somebody gonna need to explain to me what's a team pride set. The pregame meals, $2,200 a week for pregame meal. I guess, Ocho, that's not a lot if you feeding 100 kids. If you're feeding 100 kids, Ocho, that's not a lot of money. That's basically $20 a plate. And you talk about a high school kid. Hell, I remember when I was in high school, I eat like 3-4 plates. I mean, they wouldn't let you eat that much. They didn't want you to be out there rolling over. But hey, Ocho, you get your spaghetti. We got spaghetti, or we got like steak and baked potatoes or something like that. I can't. Once now, that ain't no weekly we didn't get no weekly pregame meal now, right. But it's a lot. It's a lot different
about
now.
it. Right, it's different. But Unc, when you think about it, you think of the way he set the tone for that program, the way he set the tone for the players to get them acclimated to a certain lifestyle in which it would be like once you reach that next level. This is what it's like. These are the ways you're supposed to be treated. These are life lessons far beyond football. If you think about it, what he's teaching these young men. And how did those young men repay him? By winning a state championship.
But see, Ocho,
winning a state championship.
That's why everything shouldn't be posted. You see, they used his post against him. Just like, hey, we're on a little hard times right now. We appreciate any donations that we can get to make sure these kids have, like recover. Oh, we ain't getting no recovery. We ain't know what no cold tub was. Hey, I ain't know nothing about no damn cold tub till I got to the NFL. Ain't know nothing about no damn cold tub. And plus, you young. Right. You ain't even got bone. You got gristle. Ain't nothing wrong with you. Get out there, rub some dirt on it. Get out there. Now these kids getting wrinkly recovery. They getting cold tubs and all this other stuff. Ocho, like damn.
The whole 9 yards. It's
because Miami is so spread out, Ocho. Like everybody's not like close facility. Like close proximity. So in order to get the kids to and from practice, this is what you got to do.
I'm glad you just said that too. I'm glad you just said that. Now, right across the street from Miami Northwestern was the Pork and Bean Projects. The Pork and Bean Projects is now gone.
It's gone?
Everything has been gentrified. It's been what?
They're gentrified.
Listen, gentrification? Boy, it's a goddamn Dunkin' Donuts across the street from where the Scott Project. Where the Pork and Beans was. Dunkin' Donuts in the hood? Come on, man. So those kids have to travel from somewhere else now. They've been uprooted. Right. They have no choice. So ain't no telling where they had to come from. And Teddy made sure they was able to get from point A to point B, be on time for practice, be on time for school. There's so much that he's done that we don't know. Be on time for games. I mean, and listen, it's ridiculous, but I also see the other side with the school having to protect themselves as well. In case anything happened to those kids, the first thing parents gonna do is they're gonna sue. They're gonna sue. They're gonna sue the school, and the school is liable.
Ocho, like when you played high school football, did your coach drop the guys off I mean, because we practiced, we was already at school, so it wasn't like we went home and then came back to practice. Your black ass
Yeah.
was already at
See,
school, so you just had practice
yeah.
right after school. So we ended school at
Now,
3:30. At 3 o'clock, we had
right.
practice at 3:30.
Yeah, see, for me, it was a little different. You have to understand, my grandmother, Miss Bessie Mae Flowers. Miss Bessie Mae Flowers taught right at Nautilus Middle School, which is right around the corner off of 41st Street on the
Right.
beach. I was already at Beach High. So I ain't really reading, I ain't need no ride to go nowhere because I was
Yeah.
already there. Yeah, I was already there. So the last time for me getting rides to school, I never forget when I played for Miami Lakes Optimist, 1988, for Coach Bud, rest his soul, Coach Bud. Coach Smitty used to pick me up all the way from Liberty City on 44th Street and 11th Avenue, taking me all the way out to Miami Lakes Optimist, which is way on 67th Avenue, and take me to practice and drop me home
Yeah.
every day. Every
Well,
day.
if you wanted the best player to play, you had my granny had already told him. Well, you want to play, you got to take, you got to fetch and bring that boy. It's really that simple.
Hey,
Because I mean, how would
hey,
I? Once I got home to Route 4 Box 385, ain't nobody bringing me back
yes,
to
sir.
town. So if you wanted him, you got to come pick him up and you got to drink him up, or you got to drop him off. And so, go ahead, Ocho.
You know what I'm gonna say? This lets me know this is another example on how far we have to go.
Okay.
On how far we have to go. Teddy, listen, making some of the less fortunate kids out of Liberty City that have been uprooted based on wherever they're living right now, allowing them to play a sport now that they love, and he wants them to excel without being held back by any family financial issues. So I'm going to cover that. I'm going to make sure you ain't got no problem getting to school, getting to practice. I'm giving you gear. I'm getting you outfits, so we all look like a team when we go places. I mean, it's ridiculous, man. It's ridiculous. It's unfortunate. I wonder how long the suspension is.
Might be for the year. Pride sets are workout gear and travel suits and shoes. So basically, Ocho, so we don't look like an all-tournament team. We got some guys in shirt and ties. We got some guys in sweatsuits, some guys in jeans, some guys wearing their cleats, some guys wearing, sneakers. So just so we all look uniformity. Okay, you know what, guys? Hey, we're gonna have sweatsuits. So we all gonna wear Miami Northwestern sweatsuits, or we all gonna wear, khakis and a blue blazer and a white collar shirt, whatever the case may be. So now we got a better understanding. This is what Teddy posted this afternoon, Ocho. Damn, people done caused all this confusion. Got a phone call last night, and there's no real investigation going on. I told you, I have to be an employee to be investigated. Now the paperwork thing still stands, but there is no investigation. We self-reported. Vern and his administration homeboys want me gone, apparently, and tried to hire one of my dogs like bro wasn't going to lace me up. The suspicion came from Miami Northwestern, and it's impossible to suspend someone who doesn't work for you. So if I'm suspended from Miami Northwestern, am I free to go to another school of my choice? But I'm not going anywhere. And if it comes down to it, I'll volunteer from the bleachers like I used to in 2018, 2019, when no one had a problem. This is my last post about this BS.
Hey, I'm not sure how true that Facebook post is, but again, where I stated earlier, I've heard the rumblings from other coaches at Nolan, at Carroll City, at some of the other inner city schools, at Central, at Jackson, that the AD, I'm not sure who it is. I forgot his name. He's been there for a very long time. Even though the AD right now at Miami Northwestern, he's a Carroll City chief, but they don't get along. I'm not sure why they don't, based on what Teddy has done for that program and what he's doing now. It's unfortunate, man. And sometimes we get in our own way. We get in our own way because Teddy got a great thing going on there. He got a great thing going on.
Yeah,
there.
and it's not like you at St. Thomas Aquinas or you at Heritage or you at American, you at IMG. You have hell if you had those program, Ocho. I'm sure Teddy would have. The mere fact that Teddy had the means to dig in his pocket, I get it. Like you said, Ocho.
Yeah.
I really do see both sides because you're going down a slippery slope. If coaches can come out of their pocket and do all of these things for the kids, even though the kids deserve these, I totally understand what the administration is saying. Man, this is an unprecedented game, and this is a very, very slippery slope, Teddy, that we're
Right.
treading on
Mm-hmm.
because the precedent here. Because what to say another NFL or somebody of prominence becomes a coach and they
Mm-hmm.
fund everything.
Mm-hmm.
And now, I get what they're saying, but Teddy's just trying to give these kids an opportunity. He knows
Yes.
everybody's not
Yes.
going to get a scholarship, but he's trying to give those guys that maybe want a scholarship or have the potential or the ability to get one that they have the
Yeah.
best resources and the best means
Mm-hmm.
to be the absolute best.
Yeah. It's like, what in the hell is wrong with my? I think I got a shortage. Hold on.
See, chat. He got that big old house, got all that white furniture and piano and all that stuff, and look at him now. Ain't nobody heard a word you said.
Okay, it's a little shortage. It's a little shortage in my wire, and it's causing everything just to go out real quick.
Yeah, I mean, you pay all that money for that house, and look at that, got a shortage.
Oh, no, 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 no. It's just because I got so many things plugged up to one little I forgot what you call this little USB thing. But hey, Unc, man, that's sad, Unc. That's sad.
It
That's
is. It's
sad.
tough.
I feel bad for the kids. I feel bad for the kids because now who's gonna be able to do it? You suspend Teddy for I'm not sure how long. You have a great team. You have a great program with some elite athletes over there at Miami Northwestern. Now what happens? The meals disappear.
Mm-hmm.
The outfits, the looking like it's a business trip when it's time to go play a
Mm-hmm.
game. The therapy,
Yeah,
the cold tub, the hot tub, the massage. I mean, like everything is out the
mm-hmm.
window now.
I agree. I agree, and I understand. I understand what Teddy was trying to do, but I also
Yeah.
understand the school and the admin trying to protect themselves. Um, Hopefully, they come to some sort of resolution. Um,
Yeah.
because the only loser here are the kids.
Yeah.
There are no winners. The admin doesn't win. Teddy doesn't win. The kids
Mhm.
lose. The kids
Absolutely.
lose.
Absolutely. But you know how the admin looks at it? They look at it as a win for them, even though the kids are going to have to suffer because they're not liable for anything. We're not liable. Okay, well, they can't do this no more, so we don't have to worry about anything happening to the kids and it falling back
Right.
on us.
And they're not in a position if I'm listening to you what you said, this is an inner city school and they don't have the resources, Ocho, to do the stuff that Teddy
No.
was able to do coming out of their pocket.
No,
I don't know
no,
if
no.
they can't sell enough catfish and spaghetti plates. I mean, we used to have
Hmm.
raffles, sell
Hmm.
stuff and raffles. We used to sell
Hmm.
candles and all
Hmm.
kind of stuff to try to raise money
Yeah,
to get uniforms and get this
yeah.
and that. They can't do
Mhm.
that.
And it's so funny. Now we talk about Miami Northwestern. A quick story. Talk about my grandma, Bessie Mayflowers. Obviously, she taught in the Dade County Public School System on
Mm-hmm.
41 years, 41, 42 years, right? And I was the ball boy from when I was in from I think maybe fifth grade, all the way until I got up to high school. I was the ball boy at Miami Northwestern. I was a little shorty. I never forget. The head coach at the time was Coach Goldsmith. The receiver coach at the time was Coach Hardwick. And I remember players' names and all, man. And growing up, all I could think about was blue and gold. And when it's my time to go to high school, boy, I'm finna be a
Mm-hmm.
bull. That's all I can remember. I swear for God, one of the funniest conversations. You know how Prime told you talk to my grandma, she had some crazy
Yeah.
stories? Man, I'm graduated 8th grade. It's time for me to go to high school. Boy, Coach Goldsmith and Coach Hardwick, they come to my grandma's house. They drive on down. They sit on down, and I'm hyped. I got a smile on my face. Oh, I'm finna go to the West. I'm finna be balling with all my homeboys in
Mm-hmm.
the hood, right? Man, Coach Goldsmith came in there. My grandma came out. She went and put a wig on, and she sat down. Said, "Y'all want some coffee?" I was like, "Coffee? What?" Man, Coach Hardwick, he said his piece. Coach Goldsmith said his piece about wanting me to come be the West. He's been the ball boy for us for a very long time. He's a part of the family, and we want to know, Miss Bessie, Miss Flowers, what you think about him coming on down here to the west. And man, she hit that long.
No.
I don't think that's gonna be a good idea. I need to be able to keep an eye on him. He's a little wild. He's a little bad, and I need to be able to get to him fast. So I want him to be over there on the beach where if I get that phone call, I can get to him right away. And Coach goes with the heart with like, no, Miss Flowers, we got him. We gonna make sure he good. He ain't gonna have no problems. He gonna have no issues. You see, I went to beach high, right? I would never forget that conversation, man. I never get those the bus rides, man. I still remember the players. You remember Magic Ben? Man, Magic Ben, Telly Lockett, Fredo was the quarterback back then. Oh man, I remember all them boys, man. Them were some good days, huh, man. So technically, I was a bull. I was a bull.
You're supposed to be anyway.
All that I'm concerned.
So hopefully they get this thing resolved and Teddy can get back out there.
They got to.
Let's do what's in the best interest of the
kids.
And
for the kids.
Yes. Garrett Wilson signs a 4-year extension worth $130 million, which makes him one of the highest paid wide receivers in the NFL. The number 10 overall pick in the 2022 NFL draft, Wilson is entering his 4th season in the NFL. He's had at least 1,000 yards every year and posted a career high 101 catches and 7 touchdowns last year. I like the deal. I like the deal, Ocho. They get one of their better players. They get him locked up. They drafted him. He's homegrown. You know what he is. You watched this guy for the last 3 years come in and out of your building. You watched him work, show up every Sunday and Thursday or whenever the guys play. So you know what you have. There is no speculation. Well, I wonder what we're going to get when we get Garrett Wilson in our building. Well, you've had him in your building for the better part of 3 years. So you know exactly who and what this young man is. I like this deal. I like ain't no haggling. Well, I want to be the highest paid. Look, bro, make me an offer. Yeah. Oh yeah, I can work with this.
Yeah, one I can't refuse. Yeah, absolutely.
I can work with
this. Because the funny thing, he gonna hit him across the head again.
For sure.
He gonna hit him across the head again, and we know what Garrett Wilson can be with consistent quarterback play because we saw him do it his rookie year. I understand how special he is. I understand what he can do, and I'm glad he had Justin Fields. I just need for the offensive coordinator.
His college quarterback. They have chemistry. They know each other.
Yes, I just need him I need them to continue to put Garrett Wilson in position to continue to make plays and make Justin Fields' job easier. Because it's gonna be easy because you got that young bell cow in the backfield that can hit his head off the goalpost from anywhere on the field. So I think things are gonna be a little easy for him. I'm glad he got his money. But what it does do, not to go off topic, but it raises the price tag for my young bull down there over there with the Commandos.
Oh, Terry McLaurin?
Who they need to go ahead and man, come on now. Scary Terry deserved to get paid now. He's done everything. He's been a model citizen. He wears that C on his chest for a reason. There's no need every time, Unc, unless you're a quarterback, you got to fight tooth and nail for your money. Every time, no matter how you carry yourself, you do everything the right way. You're a perfect teammate. You say all the right things. But when it comes time for that money, it's time to pay your players. They do it to any and everybody, no matter how you conduct yourself.
And my thing is, like I said, Ocho, we're you know are privy to the conversations behind the scene. What is he asking? Is he asking for Chase and Jefferson's money, or does he want be one of the highest paid somewhere in that 28 to 32, 33 million dollar range?
Wait, he belongs in the conversation. I'm not saying Justin Jefferson or Jamar Chase money, but he ain't dropping too far below that.
Well, I think the thing is, okay, we look at Garrett Wilson. So basically 30, what is that? 32, 33, 30, you're what? 4 to 31 to 3, and then you got 110. So you got about 32 million a year. So that's what I said. So I just put him in that bracket, Ocho.
I think I like that bracket a little bit more than that because you look at the body of work. Let's look at the body of work what McLaurin has done. I think he deserves a little bit more than that. And this is no disrespect to what Garrett Wilson has done in his 3 years, but McLaurin and what he's meant for that team, what he's meant for that city, what he's meant for that organization, what he's meant for that team as a captain and doing all the right things, even when things were bad.
So you're looking at about
Come on now.
32.5 a year. What did DK get? DK got something around that. That seems to be, unless you're Chase, unless you're Jefferson, that seems to be, he's the 5th highest paid by annual value. So that seems to be CD. CD is a tick below. I think Jetta got 35 a year. CD slotted up under that. He got 34 a year. Chase pole vaulted. He did a Mondo Duplantis. He pole vaulted over everybody. It broke the world record with over 40, basically over 40 million a year. So now I guess everybody else that comes along, you're gonna be slotted somewhere between 30 and 33. Are you okay with that, Ocho?
He got to be. He got to be. I'm sure someone like McLaurin, knowing him and understanding him, the way he carries himself, the way he conducts himself, just in general, the type of person he is, he ain't trying to take all the goddamn bank. He's not trying to take all the goddamn bag. You want to get as much as you can of value, but don't let him disrespect you with the numbers.
Yeah. I think sometimes, Ocho, people get carried away. They start basing their value on what somebody else got.
Yeah.
Maybe Washington doesn't view you like Cincinnati views Chase or like Minnesota views Jetta. And so, okay, I'm just saying. So I can't work at let's just say for the sake of argument, I can't work at Dollar General and then get mad and say, well, they pay the people over there at Walmart more. Well, I ain't working over there. I work right here.
Right.
Now, unless they're going to make a trade and put you in a situation. So right now he's behind Chase, Jetta, CD, and DK. Like I say, okay, that's the 5th highest paid. So who's the next receiver? Puka. I think Puka's going to probably be due to be somewhere slotted in there. He's going to be looking at, 32 to 33, 34 million.
Yes, sir. Yeah.
Because I think when you talk about who's the best receiver, I think for the most part, people say either Jetta or Chase. Those are normally the first two names that roll off everybody's lips, Ocho. And look, we're not trying to slot nobody, but I'm just saying, when you ask people, when you ask DBs, they say Jetta, they say Chase, blah, so forth and so on. And that's not trying to diminish anybody else because obviously CD's done what he's done. DK has had an unbelievable season. We know what Tyreek is, and when Tyreek healthy, and they got decent quarterback play, so we know what Tyreek is. But at the end of the day, give me a good number. Give me a good number I can feel comfortable with. I don't feel disrespected. And because I look at the end of the day, Ocho, I like a negotiation like this. Everybody needs to feel like they've been had. Because let me tell you what happens. A lot of time in negotiations to build up resentment. I would Ocho, and this is why how I've always done business. I would rather take a few dollars less, because when you look at it, Ocho, you tell me, Ocho, what can't you do with 33 million that you got to have 34? Because I guarantee you, if you blow 34, if you blow 33, you'd blow for 34.
Absolutely.
I would rather you, okay, hey, here it is, Shannon, this is what we're going to give you. Then you begrudgingly give me more. And then it ruined. And we've seen that, Ocho. We've seen teams that begrudgingly give a player more, and at the first chance they get, they offset player.
Yep, that's how it works. And it's almost getting to that point. I'm not sure how negotiations are going right now when it comes to the Commanders and Brother McLaurin. But I do know is when it was time for Chase and T, we talk about easily top duo and Jamar Chase, the best right now in the game. Obviously, that's a conversation that could be had depending on your preference on who you like. They were giving Chase a hard time.
Jetta was the only one that didn't have a hard time, Ocho.
Listen, if they're giving Chase a hard time, what you think they doing down there in DC?
For sure.
Man.
Jetta was minding his own business. He got a phone call. Hey, yeah, man, we just gave you 35 a year. Really? I wouldn't even.
Yeah. Wasn't expecting it, huh?
But I mean,
one thing you better lock them up. There's some players when they play, it's like it's common sense. It's common sense. What are we doing?
It's like, you know what, Ocho? It's like go ahead and do it earlier than late, because the earlier you do it, because by that second year, he looks like a bargain. That's what the Patriots are. That's what the Patriots so good at. Oh, they gave him a boatload of money. 2 years into the deal, they're like, damn, they stole him. They stole Richard Seymour. They stole Tom Brady. They stole Rob Gronkowski. They stole Logan Mankins. They stole all these guys.
Speaking of, I'm glad you just said that. Talk about stealing, talk about paying players early, having a method to your madness. Let's talk about Howie Roseman and Jeffrey Lurie. What they doing? How do you think they have all those players accumulate, not only drafting smart, but paying them ahead of time on purpose? Brilliant. Brilliant businessmen.
Because guess what, Ocho? Now, if we'd have bought Bitcoin early, it was a little, hey, think about it now. We could have bought it when it was $50 a coin, or we try to get it now when it's 121,000. What? Hey,
I got a question, Unc. Do you understand digital currency?
I don't understand digital anything.
Okay. Right. I see a lot of tweets and
guys
stuff
took their money. We saw Odell took his money and some of it in crypto.
Right.
Trevor Lawrence took some of his signing bonus. Some of the other guys have taken money in crypto. I don't. And you can't have it. You got to write the number down. I just saw one guy had like $270 million in his, what do they call it? His pocketbook or whatever they call it.
Hey, and forgot his password.
And they only give you so many tracks to get it before it's. So no, I don't know. I don't know anything about it, Ocho. It's kind of it's kind of like gambling. Like you go to the casino and they try to get you to play these games. I say, well, you got some coins you gonna let me play with? Cause I'll learn how to play it with your money, but I ain't learning how to play it with mine.
Mine, absolutely not.
I'm not learning how to invest with my money. I'm gonna go with somebody that that understands it a lot better than Shannon, that can help Shannon understand it. But no, I don't understand digital currency. I don't understand the computer. I can cut it on. That's about all I got for. I don't even know. I don't know anything about no computer. If they can't just like on my phone, they got Google. I can hit ESPN. I can hit Google News. That's about all I got.
Right.
Or let me type in something. I think like on a computer, you got to type in like WW something, right? Oh yeah, I know. Nah, hell no.
Hey, you don't even have to type in the WW. You just type in whatever you're looking
on the
for,
computer.
.com and it'll pop up. Yeah. Little shortcut. I learned that in high school.
No, I don't know nothing about the computer, so I stay off the computer. I got a couple of them in my house. I ain't been on them. I can honestly tell you, I can't interpret the last time. I mean, even like get on Zoom, Jordan come over here, set that thing up for me, and he take off and leave. A lot of time, it must right and hung up. I called back on my phone. I was talking to them on my phone. Joe, I tried. I couldn't get. I said, don't worry. I said, I'm sorry. Well, try this. I said, y'all doing all this talking. Y'all wasted time. We could be talking right now.
Yeah.
So I just called back on my phone. But hopefully, like you said, congratulations to Garrett Wilson, 4 years, $130 million. He earned every dime of it. Rookie of the year. Had a career year last year, 101 catches, 7 touchdowns. He's had 1,000 yards every year he's been in the NFL. Kudos. All right, Ocho. Execs, coaches, scouts rank the top 10 quarterbacks entering 2025. No surprise. At the top, my homeboy. Number 2, Josh Allen. Number 3, Joe Burrow. Number 4, Lamar Jackson. Number 5, Jaden Daniels. Number 6, Matthew Stafford. Number 7, Justin Herbert. Number 8, Jared Goff. Number 9, Jalen Hurts. Number 10, Baker Mayfield. Ocho, what did the execs get right? What did they get wrong?
Well, obviously, these are the execs. These are the people that sit up top, that watch the game, that understand the game, that know the game. Sometimes better than casual fans, sometimes they don't. But now when it comes to 2 to 3, 2, 3, 4, 2, 3, and 4,
that's
interchangeable.
Boy, you took the words out of my mouth. Best get out.
Hey, 2, 3, and 4 is interchangeable, and it's based on preference. Like number 1 is number 1. Number 1 is gonna be who number 1 is for a very long time. What he's been able to do in his NFL career in such a short amount of time, going down as one of the greatest, and he's still goddamn playing. But 2, 3, and 4 is interchangeable for me. I'm putting Burrow. Second. I'm putting Burrow second. For me personally, after Burrow, I'm going Lamar. As much as I love Josh Allen. Love Josh Allen to death. I love him to death. But obviously, after Josh, I mean, you can go Jaden Daniels, you can go CJ. I'm surprised CJ Stroud.
Yeah,
is not there,
I think the sophomore slump,
I'm
because
surprised CJ Stroud
if
is
they
not
had
there.
took this list after his rookie year,
Right.
I'm not so sure he's not in the top 10.
Mhm. And then, and one of the things I do have a problem with is, how do we have the Super Bowl winning quarterback not in the top 5? How do we not have the Super Bowl winning quarterback not in the
Let
top
me ask you a
5?
question.
What
Who
are
you
the
kicking
what are
out?
the execs looking at?
Okay, if we put Jalen Hurts in the top 5, who you taking out the top 5? You already
What, one,
said
two, three?
Mahomes is
No,
not going anywhere.
I wouldn't have to take him out. He would
No,
be 5.
okay, so that means you kick Jaden Daniels out.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, absolutely. Simply because Hurts is coming off a Super Bowl winning
Okay.
season. I mean, that's how I would have put it. So when it comes to the execs and making that decision, I'm not sure what they're basing that off of. Because Jaden Daniels had a hell of a year last year going to the NFC Championship. Well, hell, CJ Stroud made the playoffs his rookie year and turned that damn turned that damn franchise around his first year.
People really love Justin Herbert. I don't see how Justin.
Hey,
I mean, coming into the season, okay, I get it.
Hey,
I
Unc, he got it all. He got
his
it all.
arm talent, Ocho, is undeniable.
Yes.
But how does Jalen Hurts take a step back when he still has the best offensive line in football? He has the best running back in football. He has a receiving core. He might have a top. Well, he does have a top 3 receiving duo. So how is he not like ranked? I'm not so sure that I would put. I get it. If you're just looking at somebody say, okay, we're gonna just have y'all go out there and throw the ball. He gonna wow you. He can throw the ball probably 60 yards on a dime. He can throw from one hash all the way up to the other. He can make all the throws. We're not denying that.
Right.
But are we sure?
Yeah.
Are we sure?
Yeah. Hey, he's like that. I'm just saying he's like that based on watching him. He was, hey, when Mike Williams and Keenan Allen were there, Herbert was a quarterback, right?
Oh yeah, we're not we're not going to deny that he can't spin the ball, because he can.
Hey,
he can. He can flat out throw it. And Miami's situation might be a lot different had they had him at quarterback and he's throwing the Waddle and Tyreek and Jonnu Smith and some of the other guys that that had the opportunity. But here we are.
Hey, that'd be nasty.
I agree with you, Ocho. The thing that what Josh does is that Josh he throws like 30 touchdowns, and he might rush for 10, 15 touchdowns. That's what you're like, bro. How do we defend this guy? Because if it's 31, he normally is gonna get it. Except that fourth down when they went for it and they changed the rule. You notice Buffalo, y'all done got a lot of rules changed. Y'all got the overtime rule changed because my homeboy got the ball and y'all didn't get it, and so they say now we want everybody to touch the ball in overtime.
No, at least everybody get the opportunity.
And now they got instruments that's gonna measure the first down. When they've been having the yard marker for 100 years since they've had football, they had the yard marker. Now,
but this is the good thing. When you bring technology into the game, technology is gonna get it right every time. Because human error is inevitable.
Yes.
Human error is inevitable. When it comes to technology, they're not going to get it wrong. A lot of people that love the game of soccer, they don't
technology
like VAR.
Don't get it wrong. How many times we don't see that man fumbled the ball and they said he didn't fumble, or that wasn't no fumble and they said he did fumble, or that was an incomplete pass and it wasn't an incomplete pass.
Right.
Because they still got to call. They still got to call the New Jersey.
Oh yeah. Most definitely. Hey, speaking of quarterbacks, now that we're on that situation, hey, chat, and I'm sure the chat will probably agree with me as well. One player where we're gonna have to have a conversation about him because he was a #1 pick. He has all the tools, and now he has the talent around him to where he should look and be in the same conversation with the upper echelon of quarterbacks, especially those top 10 that were just named. And that's my young bull down there in Jacksonville. There are no more excuses.
Oh, no, hell no.
There are no more excuses. You got Travis Etienne. You got Travis Hunter now. You got Brian Thomas Jr. I'm not sure who they have in the slot, but this is the year.
Yeah, it's either now. It's either now or never.
You got to live up to your potential. Come on now. Come on, sunshine.
Yeah, it's now or never, Ocho. And I think they got a running back. I don't know the running back's name. That's kind of
ATN.
well. He kind of had ATN on the back burner.
Let
me see if I can find him right quick.
I can't remember the name right now. Hey man, goddamn man. I mean, ooh, boy.
Tank Bigsby. Tank Bigsby.
Oh yeah. Hey, buddy was toting that rock, boy.
Yes.
Yeah, he was toting that thing. He was toting that thing.
So it's gonna be interesting. You're right, Ocho. The question is, can they protect? How good is the defense gonna be? Because look, that division, in that division, you got Tennessee. Tennessee's going with a rookie.
Yeah.
All right, CJ Stroud. We love what they do in Houston. Indy.
Right.
Indy is kind of unknown. They went with seems like they're leaning towards Daniel Jones. That's what it looks like to me, Ocho. Now you can whatever. I don't think you bring a guy, give a guy $14 million for him to be a backup.
Listen, you know what? I can't say what I want to say because those conversations that I had were unjust for me not to be repeating it on here. But what you just said is what it's looking like. I'm just gonna tell you like that.
How they gonna?
Yeah, it's unfortunate. It's unfortunate, and this is coming from in there, reliable source. I'm not Adam Schefter, but let me take my glass off so you know I ain't bullshit. Reliable source. Come on, man.
Ocho, how they gonna pay? How they gonna come in and pay somebody that works up under you more than they pay you if they're not bringing that person in there to take your job?
You know what they do.
Yeah, I know what they doing when they sign him. They take $14 million.
Yeah, absolutely, absolutely. But again, is he the answer? Is he the answer?
You asking?
Because he wasn't the answer in New York, but you think something changed just because you come over here?
Okay, tell me the question you're asking. And then I tell you if he the answer or not. That's when you talk about the answer, I need a question.
I know. Listen, I know one thing. They got goddamn Jonathan Taylor back there, Alec Pierce, Michael Pittman Jr., and goddamn, it's one more.
Oh, they got a nice little squad over there.
I can't remember the name. Yeah, they got a nice little squad now. They got a nice little squad, and the defense ain't too shabby.
Oh yeah,
now. The defense ain't too shabby. Hey, Zaire Franklin, but might be one of the best in the NFL. I'm not saying he's not Fred Warner.
They got Hunt. They got a nice little D line.
Yeah. Hey, who's the DN for the DN that's real good in Indy? It's the DN. He make a whole lot of noise. Man.
Pity?
Nah, I think he went 99.
That's Hunt.
I could be wrong.
Came from San Francisco.
Okay.
Ocho, they got Alec Pierce. They got Josh Downs.
Yeah.
They got Michael Pittman Jr.
Okay. Alex Pierce is the one that went number 10, huh?
He be cooking.
Hey, boy. Hey, Alex Pierce. Boy, you could go. Boy, you hear me?
Yeah, he be cooking for.
You can go.
He be cooking for.
Every time I turn around,
he behind somebody.
Alex
Ocho
making a play.
He behind somebody.
He be cutting. Damn.
Ocho. After Herbert came in at number 7, Jeremy Fowler spoke to an AFC executive who praised his steady play, but made an interesting observation about how he's perceived around the league. He's always been a top 5, top 8 QB, accurate to all levels, athletic, sound decision maker, the exec said. It's almost like he's underrated now. In my opinion, he's taken for granted.
Huh?
All I know is that man had a 27-point lead and they lost. That underrated quarterback that we're talking about.
Yeah. Hey, you know what? Games like that, if you got a 27-point lead, you know what the number one thing you need to have with a 27-point lead? Being a game manager. Yep. The one word that quarterbacks don't want to be called, that they think is so bad, you manage the game. You be a game manager. I'm not saying it's simple, it's easier said than done, but your decision making, the way you process information with a 27-point lead, it becomes different. You don't put the ball in harm's way. You don't want 3 and outs. You want long drives. Yeah. Kill the goddamn clock.
The greatest game manager and the greatest quarterback, they're the same player, Tom Brady. Look at Tom Brady in that Super Bowl against the Rams. He realized that it was going to be, hey, man, look here. 10, 13 points might win this game.
Right.
Then he said, you go look at Carolina, he said, man, we're a shootout. We got to score.
Mm-hmm.
How many times you see Tom Brady blow a 21-point lead, a 14-point lead, because he understood? The one thing that I admire most about him, and there's a lot of things that you can admire about Tom Brady, is that he understood in the first drive or two what type of game it was going to be and what type of game he was going to need to play. Bro, I'm going to need to throw for 350, 400 in this game. Nah, 145 and no turnover is going to win it for us. Sometimes you get so caught up into who we are. I'm great. Let me show everybody I'm great in all situations when that's not needed. Tom understood that. Even like in the beginning, he was purely a game manager. They played to their defense. Sir. But even after he became Tom Brady, the TB12, the historically and transcendent figure that he is, he still understood his role. Man, I can't turn the ball over.
Yeah, simple.
And a lot of quarterbacks don't understand that because they get to a certain level, they feel, I got to play at this level. Nah. Sometimes it doesn't require you to throw 300. Sometimes 150, one touchdown, and no turnovers. Or you can throw for 350, but you have 3 picks and lose the game. The choice is yours.
Yeah.
And Tom has done a great job of that. There have been few and far between games in which you like, well, Tom, hey, yeah, Tom, them turnovers there, they hurt us. He understood. And sometimes, Ocho, he fell behind and you have to like throw. Well, hell, if I know there ain't no threat of no running game, hey. But it was hard because he knew where he was weak. He knew where you were weak. He stayed to his strength and played to your weakness.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, me personally, I don't think Justin Herbert is underrated. I think he's rated about where he's supposed to be. I think he's a very good quarterback. I think he has some great talent around him. But I don't know underrated who you putting him in front of? Yeah, 5 to 8. Okay, and I know people say, well, if you gave him that situation, what Jalen Hurts had.
Ooh.
Okay.
Hey,
you got to with the situation that you got.
Yeah, that's it. You can't all the comparison, the hypotheticals. It makes no sense. It makes no sense.
You are where you are.
I think you put any of the you put any of the top quarterbacks in Jalen Hurts situation. I think they would. I think they win the Super Bowl.
Yeah, I mean, look at the offensive line. He got the. If you said give the 10 top offensive linemen, he probably got 4 of them.
4 of them. 4.
The Literally. 2 tackles are definitely going to be in the top 10.
Asked.
You can make a case that Lane Johnson is the best. Now,
wait, make a case. Wait, whoa. Lane Johnson is the best tackle.
I'm saying when you say I'm just accumulating tackle. Now, when Big Trent, healthy, Big Trent held that.
He's the best left. He's the best left tackle in the game. We can't forget Deion Dawkins. Deion Dawkins played left tackle or right left guard.
But you look at Jordan Mailata. You look at Landon Dixon. You look at the center. I think it's Juergens. They lose an All-Pro, a Pro Bowl center, guy that's going to the Hall of Fame, and they get another one come in there and take right off.
Fill him right back in.
And then we talk about Lane. Lane is what he is. Lane is Lane. He got the right name. Nice. His mom name, when they named the right thing. Because you run to that side, it's a damn lane. Best believe it. So he got the right name. But me personally, evaluating, looking at all these quarterbacks and see where they're ranked, I don't think Justin Herbert is. I'm not taking Justin Herbert over any of these guys that's in front of him. I'm not taking him over Matthew Stafford. I'm not taking him over Jalen Hurts. I'm not.
Yeah. I listen. I don't understand what the execs did or what they were looking at or how they made the assessment where they had Jaden Daniels at 5th and the Super Bowl winning quarterback at 8th or 7th or whatever it might have been. I don't have it and at 9th at that. I don't understand that. Are they using the talent around him against him?
Yes.
And saying that putting James Daniels at 5 because he did more with
Yes.
less, not more, because obviously he didn't win that Pacific game, but still, but
But
I don't
even the
know.
Super Bowl that he
Each his
lost, he
own.
played extremely well. He had those 2 costly turnovers. But if you look at it, he played
Yes.
extremely well. And you
Yeah, he
can't
did.
turn the ball over in a situation like that. And he had the one
No, not
turnover,
that
but they
game.
overcame it. And they forced Mahomes and that team into more turnovers, and they won the game going away. The game wasn't even close. It wasn't even interesting after
Yeah.
the first couple of drives.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but I don't. Me personally, I don't think Justin Herbert. It'll be interesting to see what the chat thinks, but I don't think Justin Herbert is underrated. Speaking of Hurts, Nick Sirianni went off on critics who say Jalen Hurts was carried to the Super Bowl by his team. Yeah, that's BS. Anytime I hear that, it's cool. It's like it's a nice debate thing that people like to have, and I get it. There are a lot of hours on TV shows and radio stations that have to fill and to be able to debate. I understand that, but we're talking about the ultimate team game. There it is, and he does whatever he needs to do in order to win each and every game. Ocho, is the criticism
Mm-hmm.
of Jalen Hurts, is it warranted?
You know what? I don't think because the game is not pretty. He's not throwing for 400 yards every game. They don't drop back and throw the ball 100 million times. They don't
Mm-hmm.
have to. I like the quarterback that Jalen Hurts plays. I like the way he plays the game. The game of football is not complicated, Unc. It's really simple. I'm going to take what you give me. I'm not going to make any mistakes. I have Saquon Barkley. I'm going to hand it off to him.
Mm-hmm.
He's going to make things happen. And when it's time to play the ball, when it's time to throw the ball, and we have plays for A.J. Brown, we have plays for Devontae Smith, some games A.J. Brown going to be mad. Why? Because they W, but Devontae Smith is going off. Then you will have some games where, hell, A.J. Brown going to go crazy. And Devontae Smith is not going to get the ball. That's the way the game is played. It's simple. At times, we tend to complicate it because it doesn't look pretty and it's not aesthetically pleasing the way a Josh Allen does or the way Joe Burrow throws for 400 yards. That's not the game. That's not the game that they play over there in Philly, which is probably why they're going to be back again in the Super Bowl.
Let me tell you, Ocho, look, if I like you, I'll make a case for you. They held it against Terry Bradshaw. Nobody's ever said Terry Bradshaw was the best because why? He had the best offensive line. He had a Hall of Fame center. He had 2 Hall of Fame receivers.
Yeah.
He had a Hall of Fame running back. And he had 5, 6 Hall of Famers on the defense side of football. So he called his own play, so he never got the credit. They didn't hold it against Joe. Joe just happened. I can make a case. When people talk about the best players to ever play, there are 3 names that always come up: Tom Brady, Jerry Rice, and Lawrence Taylor.
Mm-hmm. Yes, sir.
Sprinkle Jim Brown in there. They never held that. Mm-hmm. They never held that against Joe. Now, I think a lot of that had to do because Joe won 2 Super Bowls before Jerry ever set foot in San Francisco. They say, so Joe was Joe before he got there.
Right.
But I get it. He had Offensive Player of the Year in Saquon, the best running back in football. Okay, he got the best offensive lineman in football. He has 2 very good receivers. A.J. Brown is a 3-time Pro Bowler. Devontae Smith is probably the best number 2 receiver. That's what 1A, 1B, whatever you want to call it. But
1A, 1B, 1A, 1B. Yeah.
Peyton, they didn't hold that against Peyton. Hall of Fame, Marvin Harrison. Hall of Fame, Marshall Faulk. Reggie Wayne is going to go to the Hall of Fame. Jeff Saturday is going to go to the Hall of Fame.
Mm-hmm.
Dallas Clark was a Pro Bowl tight end. Didn't hold that against Peyton.
Brandon Stokely, quality as well.
A lot of times, where people gave the nod to to Tom, is because Tom didn't have any of that until he got Randy. You look at Wes Welker, undrafted free agent. Julian Edelman was a 7th-round quarterback out of Kent State. You look at Dan Amendola. I think he was an undrafted player.
Deion Branch, Troy Brown.
All those guys.
Yeah.
What was the number 80? Troy Brown. So it was like he didn't have these big name receivers that you're like, oh, I got to have him. I would take him. You choosing up squads, you're like, oh, okay, I'll take him. Look, I can't punish the man. They did a great job of look, they had a quarterback in the 2nd round. Howie had the foresight to see Yeah, we gave this guy a lot of money, and you heard a lot of things coming out of Philly, and you heard some of the stuff that's coming out, and I don't know what to believe, but allegedly, you know, um, you know, Carson Wentz was not the easiest to deal with, and you couldn't tell him anything, and
Right.
Jalen snuck right on in there. So you say, you know
Yeah.
what, we got this. I like this guy. Let's build around him.
Mm-hmm.
Now that offensive line was already intact. Lane
Yeah.
was already there. They had Jason Kelsey already there. Dixon,
Love
because Dixon got there at the same time. Dixon was the first round pick, and Jalen Hurts was the second round pick.
Yeah.
So they just filled in the spots. They got Devontae, and next thing you know, they make a trade for AJ Brown. I don't know what the hell Tennessee was thinking to get rid of AJ Brown, and it's like, well, we got a younger AJ Brown than Traylon Burks. What?
Yeah. Listen, hey, listen,
I don't know who idea that was. In 15 regular season games last season, Hurt threw for 2,903 yards, 18 touchdowns, 5 interceptions. His passing touchdowns ranked 20th. His passing yards ranked 26th. Ocho, that's what they're not a throwing team. They're a running team.
That's why I said. Notice I said simple football. They don't complicate anything.
So,
we're going to take what you give us.
So what we're going to do is that we're going to prove to you that our quarterback can throw the football. So we're going to mess up this dynamic that we got just to prove something to you?
No.
Damn, y'all.
The object of the game is win. And that's exactly what they did.
If we got to run it 50 times, we're going to run it 50 times. If we got to throw it 50 times, we'll throw it 50 times. We're going to do whatever it takes for us to win the game. That's the objective. Hello? You play to win the game.
Win the game.
No. Is he going to be with those numbers in that system? Is not predicated for him to be an MVP. It's not.
Right.
He's not going to throw for enough touchdowns. He's not going to have enough passing yards. Not when guys are tipping 5,000 every year. Guys are in the high 30s or the mid 40s as far as passing touchdowns. It's not conducive. What it is conducive for is him to be playing a lot on the last Sunday or the second Sunday in February. It's conducive for that. And so you have to wait. What are you looking for? What are you trying to accomplish here?
Hey, they win them ugly, Unc. They win them ugly. Like I say all the time, the way they do win is not aesthetically pleasing to others, which is why they don't rate why they rank them how they rank them.
Yeah, I mean, if you get into a passing contest, could he throw the ball like some of the guys in the top? No, that's not what he does. Not what he does. He win.
Yeah.
What we got here? Niners, Jauan Jennings wants a new deal or a trade. He's scheduled to make $7.5 million in his final year of his deal. It marks the second straight summer.
That's it?
You got to understand, Ocho, he was the third receiver. Remember, they had Debo there. They had Brandon Ayyuk. They gave Debo the deal first. They got Brandon Ayyuk last year. So you're the third receiver. You know, hey, you're not going to get that many targets. Hey, that's pretty good. $7.5 million for a third receiver. But he said, nah, I ain't the third receiver.
Well, he's not the third receiver no more. Huh? How about we pay him for all those times Christian McCaffrey made some of those long runs. You know who sprung him open?
Oh, Jauan Jennings blocked. He one of the best blocking wide receivers in football. Yeah.
Come on now. Let's reward young Bull for the dirty work that people don't get to see.
I agree. It marks the second straight summer the 49ers are in a situation where a receiver wants to be paid or traded. Last year, it was Brandon Ayyuk. Jennings has approached the 49ers about the request, but little progress has been made. If a new deal is not reached by the time training camp starts next week, Jennings plans to request a trade to a team willing to pay him. At this time of year, Ocho, ain't no team willing to trade. Ain't no team willing to pay nothing.
Yeah. You got to be careful too. You got to be careful doing that too.
You find yourself on the street, getting a minimum contract.
Hey, and listen, that's no disrespect to him, but you got to be able to pull that off. You know, them type of shenanigans. You got to be that. You got to be that boy. Now, I'm not saying he's very, very good at what he does. Very, very good at what he does in that system. But you have to understand. Look at the landscape of the NFL. Look at the other teams and see where you would fit in, where you'll still be able to contribute the way that you did here in San Fran. Because everybody else is already set, if you think about it. Everybody has their 1, 2, and 3s already. You know, we just had a draft. So you got to be careful in saying, you know what? Okay, you know what? I don't want to be here no more. I don't want to be here no more. Okay, but where am I going?
But see that, you see what it do, Ocho. If I work at a fast food restaurant, I'm waiting till the busiest time. The busiest time between what? 11 and 1? Hey, y'all give me a raise. I'm up out here. I don't know who's gonna cook these fries. Hey, what? How much I'm making? 13? I need 16 an hour.
Right.
No, I'm sorry, we can't do that. Okay.
Yeah. Hey, but one thing about it, on that run, they had that I'm gonna just call it historic season, because it was, to me, when they played the Chiefs. Jauan Jennings was phenomenal. When Brandon Ayyuk went out, when Debo was hurt, you know who was making those plays? And
that was last year, Ocho.
Jennings. You know, I mean last year. I'm tripping. My bad. I'm sorry. You know who was making them plays? Jauan Jennings.
Had a career year.
So he showed
77 catches.
He showed not only can he block.
Oh yeah.
Not only can he block, he can catch and make
plays.
Yeah,
for sure. Too. I like it. But I just don't know, Ocho, with the money they just paid Purdy, the money they got tied up in McCaffrey, the money they got tied up in Kittle, the money they got tied up in Bosa, the money they got tied up in Fred Warner,
Trent Williams,
the money they got tied up in Williams, Big Trent.
Yeah.
Ocho,
oh no, you could do something, because you ain't paying me no 7. You ain't paying me no 7 million, not them peanuts. No disrespect to those that are watching in the chat. I'm speaking in football, NFL terms. Peanuts. Come on now.
Hey, so can you give us one more year like that?
And they gonna play with you again.
For sure.
They gonna play with you again.
Nah, they won't play with him, Ocho. They just know that, okay, you know, we gonna be able to pay him. And plus the thing is, they got Pearsall, right? Isn't that the guy they got from Florida? He ended up getting shot and he came back. And he played well down the stretch, Ocho. So I can see a full training camp under his belt. Yeah. I like him. I like Jauan Jennings too.
He's gonna be all right.
The Steelers are favored in only 6 of their 17 games this upcoming season. Week 1, -3 at the Jets. Week 2, Seattle Seahawks at home, -1.5. Week 6, the Browns, -6.5. Week 9, the Colts, -3.5. Week 15, the Dolphins, -2.5. Week 17, at the Browns, -2.5. Should Vegas be giving Aaron Rodgers more respect?
I mean, Vegas is going to base everything off the Aaron Rodgers we saw last year.
Sure.
Vegas is going to base everything off the Aaron Rodgers we saw last year.
And he's a year older.
Now, what I do know what we're going to get is we're going to have games where Aaron Rodgers looks like Aaron Rodgers of old. Then we're going to have games where you'll be like, man, what the hell was that? That's just the nature of the business as you get older as a quarterback. We're going to have flashes of brilliance. We're going to have flashes of, that's why he's a 4-time MVP. But then you're going to have some games where you're going to be like, man, what the hell was that? And he's not in a position anymore with this type of quarterback that can elevate the players around him. He's going to need the players around him to elevate him and make his job easy.
It's happened to all of them. And I'm old enough to remember them. Because the quarterback used to could elevate the players. They say rising tide, raises all ships. And that's what the really great quarterbacks can do. They can elevate everybody around them. But as they started to get older, they needed the players around them to lift them up.
Right.
So, because guess what? Now I need a lighter boat. So, in other words, you go back and study history. Look at the guys. Look at Peyton and look at Tom and look at all those guys as they started to get older. Guys that have won multiple MVPs, guys that have won multiple Super Bowls. Look what it took. Look at Tom in Tampa. Look at the defense he had. Look at Chris Godwin. Look at Mike Evans. Look at what they had. Let's be real. Look at Peyton. He got to Denver. Look what they had. They had Decker. They had Julius Thomas. They had Demaryius Thomas, rest his soul. They had Wes Welker. They had Stokely there for a minute.
Yeah.
No Sean Marino in the backfield. So as quarterbacks got older, Joe, hey, It just takes more. The guys that you just can't do it. It doesn't have, you know, it is what it is. And I think the thing is that when you see that, you understand it, and they're looking at it like, yeah, he don't have that Eagles offense around him. He doesn't have a Saquon. Right. He doesn't have, I like DK, and I think what's the other Austin? Calvin Austin the third. They got some quality receivers. I like Fryermuth.
Yeah.
Offensive line, we'll see if that. I need the offensive line, but your best defensive player is unhappy with his contract. TJ Watt.
Yeah. Hey, they got Jalen Ramsey over there, Joey Porter Jr.,
Darius Slay,
and there.
Are they going for
it? Hey, well, that defense gonna be nice, boy.
So what are you gonna do? Are you gonna put Jalen Ramsey in safety?
Oh shoot, that's a good question. No. I think you're gonna have Jay. Damn, Unc, what they gonna do?
I think they put him at safety.
So now you got me thinking. You got Joey Porter. He's staying on one side.
Slay.
So where's Slay gonna go?
I think all things being equal, I think Jalen Ramsey can transition, because I think he can transition to safety better than those other two guys can. And then when they go three wides, he can jump down the slide.
He can go out, and Darius Slay can go to the nickel. Yep. Okay. I like that. Either way it go, when the Steelers play the Bengals, we know what's gonna happen. They still gonna get this work.
You think so?
They still gonna get this work. Yeah, absolutely. And I love Slay. I love Joey Porter Jr. too. I love Jalen Ramsey. But when you play the Bengals, and this is to all my Steeler fans that are watching, as much as I love y'all, because I show love to you and you show love to me, but we gonna get
man, you doing a lot of talking. You doing this kind of talking last year too.
We beat the Steelers.
Y'all did.
Yeah, okay. I'm just letting you know we're gonna beat them again. And we're gonna start the season 5-0.
Have y'all ever started the season 5-0?
When I was playing,
no.
Yeah. Yeah, 2005. We started, oh my bad, 4-0. Yeah, but this year, this is the year. We start now 5-0, so we don't have to rely on no teams at the end of the season, sitting there by the goddamn Jumbotron,
hoping and praying
somebody else win the game.
Hoping and
praying. That won't be us this year.
Ndamukong Suh officially announces his retirement.
Man.
How will Suh's career be remembered?
Hey, dominant. He was a dominant force. He was a dominant force. He had some hiccups, you know. He had some hiccups on the field, we all have, you know. They tried to coin him as a dirty player, you know. I mean, he brought it on himself a little bit.
I ain't gonna say he wasn't the cleanest player.
Yeah. Hey, but one thing about it, man, he can go, man.
Goodness.
He can go, man. He was tough, man. Good dude, man. Real good dude.
I'm surprised, Ocho, watching him at the University of Nebraska. He was one of the most dominant players, and I'm old enough to remember Warren Sapp when he came out. I'm old enough to remember. I remember Reggie White when he came out. Although he was at the University of Tennessee, and he ended up going to. He went to the USFL first. I think he went to Memphis, Showboats, before he came into the NFL. I thought Ndamukong Suh. I am shocked that he didn't win Defensive Player of the Year. If you watched him in college, he was dominant, beyond dominant. You watched him against that Texas game. I've seen some defensive players, and like I said, I'm a year younger behind DT. Rest his soul. DT had 27 sacks in 11 games, but at the time they didn't chart sacks as a stat in the NCAA. So I think Suggs has the record with 24, but DT had 27 sacks. Suh had that kind of season. He was as a defensive tackle.
Yeah, that's crazy. That's crazy.
I remember calling my homeboy Bucket. I said, "Bucket, man, they got this dude out here named Ndamukong Suh from Nebraska." He said, oh, "Man, what his name?" I said, "Ndamukong Suh." And he cut, and he like a double-edged sword. He cutting ass left and right. man, hey. And I think, and Ocho, you're right. I think because he was a dominant player, but I think his
Yes.
play got overshadowed by some of his antics.
Yes.
And for me, there's that fine line. I think they're just like, man, if you meet him off the field, I had a conversation with him. I had him on the pod. I had a conversation with him, and he's just like so mild mannered. But boy, man, he put a helmet on.
Yeah. Hey.
Like, bro, who you?
Mm-hmm.
He turns into something,
Different.
Yes.
Different.
Yes. And I guess that's what, defensive players, that's what they have to be that way. But
Yes.
man, he was a Pro Bowler. I think he went to 3-4 Pro Bowls.
Yeah, I can't remember how many. I think some injuries might have hampered him towards.
Yeah, he ended up, he had the Lions, and then he went and got that big contract from the Dolphins. And then it kind of from there, he got released and it kind of bounced around. He went to the Rams. He went to the Bucks.
Right.
Went to, I think he finished his career in Philly.
Matter of fact, think about this. There was a time where Aaron Donald and Ndamukong Suh was on the same defensive line, man. Man, stop playing.
And if you go back and look at Aaron Donald tape when he was at Pitt, and you go back and look at study Ndamukong, and Ndamukong Suh was just as dominant, if not more dominant than Aaron Donald was at the University of Pitt. Go back and look at it and look at Ndamukong Suh tape.
Yeah. Hey, like a man amongst boys out there, man.
He's a massive. I mean, for AD to do what he does at his size, because AD's not a big man. I mean, he big in terms of normal. Ocho, see, you and I, we look at like he not like football players. Like, nah, he not that big.
Nah, he not. And people won't understand that when you see him play on the field, and he's so dominant. And if you see him in person, you be like,
I remember the first time I saw him, Ocho, they're like, man, that's. And I'm looking at him like, damn, that's the one that be cutting ass like that.
Yeah. A strong as an
boys.
Quick as. Hold on. Matter of fact, just to give for people in the chat, and I'm not trying to be funny, I'm not making no joke. Aaron Donald's feet are just as quick as some of the receivers in the NFL. Just to give you a better context on how quick and fast and twitchy he is. He's not that big, but when it comes to technique, man, stop playing.
Oh, he could do it all.
Strong as hell.
He could turn
everything.
Turn speed to power. He could bend the edge. He could bull you. He could cross your face. I mean, Aaron Donald was a total package. I mean, you look at a guy, and what it was, Ocho, is that people looked at him, and because of his stature, they're like, nah. But boy, 10 years in the league, 8 times first team All-Pro, 3 Defensive Player of the Year, 10 Pro Bowls, Rookie of the Year.
That's crazy.
And a Super Bowl. I can make a case.
Crazy.
He could have easily been Super Bowl MVP, Ocho.
Oh, especially ruining the last play for us to get a first down.
If you go back, Ocho, no. But what about the play that he stopped them on third down? He stopped them. He split the double team.
Oh, because the goddamn guard didn't crash down. Common sense.
I don't know what.
That's football 101. How you open up and you see AD right there?
The only comment I know is the rapper out of Chicago. That's the only comment I know. That other thing that you talk about, and I know the book by Thomas Paine, Common Sense. But other than that, I think you have to make a case for him. He's one of the 3 or 4 best defensive players in NFL history. All time. Yes, for sure. For sure.
All time.
For sure.
Easily.
Because his resume, you look at his resume, the 8 first-team All-Pro. There haven't been very many guys that's been an 8-time first-team All-Pro. You got to go back to LT. Yeah. He might be the only one for a defensive player.
Hold on. Not only a defensive player, we talk about an interior lineman.
Yes.
We talk about a D tackle who takes on a double team most of the goddamn time.
Yep. I think you got to look at like first-team All-Pros is looking at like LT. I think LT got 8 in his first 10 years. He got 3 Defensive Player of the Year. Well, LT jumps all the defensive players that he has a league MVP. I don't think we'll ever see that again. So I think they're safe. I think Alan Page and LT, I think they're going to go down as the only 2 defensive players to win MVP. Unless somebody gets,
Wait a minute.
unless somebody get 25, 26 sacks, Ocho, I just don't see how with the quarterback. Because think about what you do, Ocho. If we add another game,
Right.
what that means, a quarterback gets an opportunity to throw more touchdowns. He gets an opportunity to throw for
Yeah.
more yards. So Peyton Manning threw for what, 5,400? What if a quarterback throw for 5,800? How you gonna give somebody the MVP over a quarterback to throw for 5,800 yards and 60 touchdowns?
Right.
Even if the defensive player has 25, 26 touchdown sacks.
Well, I don't know. We might be looking at another defensive player, even though he's a rookie coming out, that might put together some type of Lawrence Taylor type performance.
Are you talking about Trav?
Nah.
Oh, you talking about the guy up in Penn State,
Abdul
Carter? Yeah.
Listen, he said he wanted to wear 56.
He got his work cut
So-
out for him. LT was also defensive
Hey.
rookie of the year and defensive player of the year in his rookie season. People don't see Ocho, like I said, I'm old enough to remember. People don't realize how good LT was.
No,
They don't.
They don't. I remember, and I was young, but my grandfather helped me get a better understanding until I understood and learned
Yeah.
the game, and I was like, okay, and saw the film. Oh, this is why Bill Belichick was always raving about LT.
Yeah.
Still to this day. I get it.
Because he could do it all. He made two positions famous. No other player in the history of the game has made two positions famous. He made the left tackle famous.
Right.
He made the rush linebacker famous.
Mm-hmm. I like it. I like it.
I mean,
I like
without
it.
LT, you don't have a DT. You don't have a Von Miller. You don't have a TJ Watt. Those guys, a DeMarcus Ware, a Sean Merriman.
Right.
That's DT. That's LT. And then the left tackle. The left tackle, the Trent Williams, the guys that you see now, he made that position famous. Because if you couldn't block
Absolutely.
LT, you could not win the NFC
It was
East.
a wrap.
And you got to the playoffs. That's why Minnesota, they went and got Garrett Zimmerman. And they went and got Herb Eatman. And they got Lachey. And they got Jacoby. You couldn't block LT. You couldn't beat the Giants.
Right. Hell, wait a minute. Who was on the other side?
Carl Banks.
Carl Banks. Shh.
And they had Harry
Man.
Carson. They had Harry Carson. They had Brad Van Pelt. And then Brad Pelt
Yeah.
left. They had Pepper Johnson.
Pep, I remember.
They were
Pep. I
cover two
remember
teams.
Pep. Yeah.
Had Everson Waller safety, Mark Collins. They were physical. If you go back and study Coach Belichick,
Yeah.
he want big, physical. Look at his linebackers. Big and physical. Thumper.
Yeah.
Two gaps.
Vrabel.
Hold it.
Vrabel.
Hold it. Hold it.
Yeah. Willie
Willie
McGinnis.
McGinnis. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. You go back and look at Pepper, look at Carl Banks, look at LT, look at Harry Carson, look at his linemen. They play a 3-4 defense. Big Jim Burt.
Yeah.
That's what he wants. You go back and look at those guys when he Seymour, Vince Wilfork.
Mm-hmm.
They're gonna play cover two now, and then he got away from that once he got what's the guy name? Ocho Reavers. And he had Stephon Gilmore played a lot more run.
Yeah.
But Coach Belichick based it as he'll cover two guy. Keep everything in front of me.
Yeah. And listen, and I'm taking away your
Oh
number
yeah,
one
you're gonna do
option.
that.
You might as well take the day off. Whoever the number one option is, take the day off.
Ocho, CBS Fantasy Football dropped their wide receivers tier rankings. A tier 1, Jamar Chase, Justin Jefferson, CeeDee Lamb. Tier 2, Puka Nacua, Malik Neighbors, Nico Collins, Amon-Ra St. Brown. Tier 3, you had Brian Thomas Jr., A.J. Brown, Drake London. Tier 4, T. Higgins, Lad McConkey, Tyreek Hill, Rasheed Rice, Devontae Adams. What you thinking?
Hold on. And what motherfucker? Oh, I'm sorry. God forgive me. Because I just got saved. I just got baptized 2 weeks ago because the last one was wearing off. And what world is Tyreek a tier 4 in anything? In anything. Let's just start there. In anything. Now, what I don't like about the tier rankings is it's not enough receivers in the tier 1. How do they choose that? It has to be at least 5.
I
But there
guess
are
they're
at least
saying
5
fantasy, so I
receivers.
guess they're going by
Oh, we talk about
yeah.
fantasy. Oh, okay. Never mind. Never mind. Yeah, that's different. So fantasy is hard for me to kind of digest, you know, taking it serious because fantasy is week to
Yeah.
week. It's week to week. You know, you never know who's gonna go off. Now, obviously, you have you have your main bulls that are gonna get opportunities to make sure they get you your numbers, but you just never know, man. Fantasy is a very
It
difficult,
is.
very difficult. It's 50% luck and 50% making sure you had the right
But I
players.
mean, if Malik Neighbors put up the numbers he put up, I think they should be a little better, even with Russ. Although Russ is not what he was in Seattle, I still think he's better than what they was throwing to him last year.
But this is the good thing about it is you got Russell Wilson, right? Even if he's not what he once was in Seattle, he has a player around him that is
Yep,
elite that can raise his level
I
of
agree.
play. Wait a minute, you mean I got another Uno out
Mm-hmm.
here that makes my job easy? All I have to do is get him the ball, put the ball in the vicinity, short, intermediate, long. Boy, Malik Neighbors could do it
He
all,
can.
man.
Who you got? Ohio. What's wide receiver you? LSU or Ohio State? Or
Hey,
Alabama?
listen, let me listen. At one point, it was Alabama. Alabama was running the show. Ohio State stole it for a little bit, but boy, LSU done took over. They running. Hey, they running
James
with him now.
Jefferson,
They,
neighbors
they,
in
they got like
college,
a 4x1.
and excuse me,
Every time we turn
Brian Thomas
around, it's
Jr.
another one. Man, they cutting the
They
fool,
are.
man. And I don't think people understand how good Brian Thomas Jr.
Oh, yo,
is.
he legit.
Yeah, I think it's because he's in
Yeah.
Jacksonville.
No, he for
But
real.
if you watch him his rookie year, matter of fact, I didn't say his name enough time. Just watch. You'll see.
No, he's special.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, like you said, Ocho, they're looking at like scoring, things like that. So they're like, okay.
Right.
But Devontae, I
Yeah,
mean,
I
if
get it.
Devontae gonna be in tier 4, he should be up higher considering he got Matthew Stafford.
Well, listen, he got Matthew Stafford, but also look what they did to Cooper Cup because Puka Nakua was getting all the opportunities. So just with the addition of Devontae Adams being there, how is Sean McVay gonna use him? Or are they gonna still put Puka Nakua in all the positions to get all the
Well, the
goddamn
thing was,
balls?
Ocho, if you go back and study, look at Cooper Cup hadn't been the same since he had that historic season. When you catch that many balls over the course of a season, think about how many passes he caught.
Yeah.
He caught for 147
Yeah.
in the regular season.
God damn.
So, okay, if you catch 147, that means they got to throw you at least 200 balls. Now, think about how many he caught in the postseason.
Right.
He was never the same.
Hey, can you imagine? Hey, can Ash hear me?
Yeah.
Ash, what's the most catches I've had in the season? I've never hit over 100.
No.
I wonder what my numbers would look like. Somebody in the chat that's really good at numbers, right? Look at my best statistical career and how many catches I
You were
had.
explosive. You weren't a catch guy. You'd have 5 catches, 130 yards. That's what you were. You weren't a guy that catch 10, 12, 13 passes. That's not what you were. You were a down the field threat. Deep threats ain't going to have that. You know, every once in a while, you'll get a guy that's a deep threat, especially in your era.
Right.
Now it's different.
Right.
You look at Tyreek,
Right.
Tyreek deep and having 115, 120. It wasn't like that when you played.
Woo. Hey, I wonder what it would look like. What if I had 147 catches? I wonder what my numbers would be for.
Well, to
Let's
get
just
you
say
that
my
many
best
catches,
season.
Ocho, you're not gonna have no 14, no 15 yards per catch average. You do realize
Damn.
you do realize that'd be like
All
2,500 yards.
of the bubble screens, all those screens and stuff.
You
See, I don't
you're
like
trying to
screens,
catch for
bro.
2,300 yards.
97 is the most catches I ever had,
Yeah.
huh? But I was a yardage
Yes.
monster. I don't know if that makes sense.
Yeah,
Yardage monster.
some people that's what I was, Ocho. I had yards. I wasn't a touchdown guy. Like you look at Gonzo,
Right.
you look at Gates, you look at like Trav or Gronk. I'm going down the field.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have 100. I'm gonna get them yardage on you.
Damn, man. Just think about it. 147? Man, I would have had about 3,000 yards, man.
Yeah.
I just ate him. Hey, I could be honest with you. That was a weakness of mine. All them bubble screens and all that, like bubble screens and nah, man, don't do that to me. I need to be running forward.
Yeah.
I don't want nobody running at
I ain't
me.
trying to do all that. That's a lot of pounding. That's a lot of hits. But Ocho, they started throwing those screens like Peyton started hitting Marvin them with those bubble screens and that jailbreak screen. That wasn't prominent like in the 90s.
Nah, not really.
It wasn't. Really. Guys try to push the ball down the field. Now you got to run and shoot, but that went away because your quarterback was getting blasted. So they got out of the run and shoot because they were tearing your quarterback ass up.
Oh yeah.
I had 87 in 1994. And I missed a couple of games, Ocho. Had a sprained knee. I'd have got 100 that year. Got 100. Would have got 100. I had 81. Yeah, 81. I had 81 in 93. I had 87. I had 80 in 96. 72. What I have in Baltimore? I think I had 70 something in Baltimore.
Damn.
Okay, yeah, I had 67 and 73.
Well, y'all didn't even really throw the ball then. Y'all had Jamal Lewis. No, you didn't have Jamal Lewis.
Was there. I got there in 2000. Jamal got there in 2000. Jamal was a rookie.
Jamal Lewis, them big ass shoulder pads, man. I bet ain't no way you get through a doorway with them big ass shoulder pads.
And when I was in Denver, we ain't throw the ball like that. Not with TD back there.
Oh yeah.
TD back.
Yeah. Damn.
Vegas released their Browns starting quarterback odds to start week 1. Joe Flacco, minus 102. Kenny Pickett,
of course,
plus 200. Shedeur Sanders, plus 870. Dylan Gabriel, plus 500. Ocho, who you put your money on to start week 1?
I mean, Joe Flacco start. Unless he gets injured in training camp or something like that, or gets injured in the preseason. I doubt he plays much of the preseason. But we're gonna get a great sample size of Shedeur's season in the preseason. A great sample size. Now, the job of Joe Flacco's to lose. Understand the business. If you watch the game long enough, you know how it's going to play out. No disrespect to Kenny Pickett. No disrespect to Dylan Gabriel. We know Shedeur Sanders is going to be the one to step in the helm and run the show once things don't work out with Joe Flacco. But what Joe Flacco going to give you, he going to give you amazing 6-7 game stretch. I'm talking about amazing 6-7 game stretch. And then all of a sudden, something's going to go wrong. And when it does go wrong, fans are going to grow upset. They're going to grow leery. They're going to hear it from the crowd. The news, the media gets into it. And then it's going to be the Shedeur Sanders
show.
I
know is that when I was a rookie, Ocho, I couldn't wait to play. Because the vets don't want to play in the preseason. Because they don't want to run the risk of getting hurt. Well, the only way I was going to be able to show what I can do is to get in the game.
Yeah. Hey, that preseason, people buying for jobs, boy. That's a resume right there, boy. You filling out your resume when you touch that field in the preseason?
Because it's like summer league in basketball. All those guys in summer league, Ocho, they're only a handful of jobs.
Yeah.
In preseason, all these guys, they're only a handful of jobs. For the most part, they know who's going to make that roster. Except here or there. You get a Shannon Sharpe, or you get a Terrell Davis, you'll get a Rod Smith, you'll get a Wes Welker, you'll get a John Randall, you'll get a few guys that just like, we got to find a place. Even if he doesn't start week 1, we got to find a play to keep him on the roster.
Right. Absolutely. Especially if you're a special team guy too. Sometimes you find a gym, like a gym. Yeah, man.
And so I just hope to get a little. Hey, this is your opportunity. This is a job. That's the job interview. I'm putting on my Ocho. I'm putting on my best blue Navy suit, collar shirt. I'm putting on my best, and I'm going to work. I'm gonna do great on this job.
Oh,
I know what I already know the questions he's gonna ask. I've been studying a lifetime.
Yeah, they're gonna be all right, man. They're gonna be all right. We got Jerry. And Njoku.
Yeah. Judy or Njoku.
Who on the other side?
Huh?
Who's on the other side of Jerry or Judy?
Shit, don't start me to lie.
Hey, Chad, who's the other receiver on the other side of Jerry Judy? Man, mess around, man. Jerry Judy going for 1,800 this year, man.
Boy, if he go for 1,800 with the quarterbacks right there, Ocho, because you got to realize,
Jerry
ain't a
Judy,
whole lot of 1,800s ever been had.
Yeah, you're okay. 1,500. Let me take that back.
It ain't
Jerry
been,
going for
Ocho, it ain't
1,500
been
this year.
about five of them 1,800 receiving yard seasons in the history of the NFL.
Yeah, you right. I just threw that number out there.
Man, that's
1,500.
You do realize that's an ass ton of yards, right?
Oh yeah, it is. It is. Listen, it ain't ass ton with the way they throw the ball today now.
But you see, a lot of times,
Now
Ocho,
1,500 nowadays. Now that meant something.
but because the 1,500 back in your
That
day,
meant
there wasn't a
something.
whole lot of 100 catches to go along with that.
Right.
Bro, you got to realize, my brother went back-to-back. He was the first to go back-to-back with 100 catch seasons. The record was 106. He broke it with 108 and then followed up the next year with 112. Now it's 149.
Woo! That's crazy. Oh, that's crazy.
Yeah. I think Herman Moore had the record at like 123, and then Marvin broke it at 142. And then the guy at the New Orleans, he broke it with 149.
Hey, I remember Herman Moore and Johnny Morton, man. They was nice.
Yeah. Johnny Morton, they had Brett Perriman, and they had
wait, Brett Perriman was there with them?
With Herman. Oh, I was talking about with Herman Moore. Oh, you talking about with who you talking about with
Hold on. That was the three? It was Johnny Morton, Brett Perriman, and Herman Moore?
With Johnny Morton there? Johnny might have been later, Ocho.
Okay.
Who's the other receiver that was there? I'm trying to think. Brett Perriman, you had Herman Moore. There was a third receiver. What was that guy name? Oh, nah, he was in Seattle.
It was somebody tall.
Oh my goodness. I hate this. I can see the guy name. I mean, it's just on the tip of my tongue.
Yeah, I said Johnny already.
Herman Moore, Brett Perriman, and Johnny Morton. Yep. Led the team with 123. Herman Moore had 123 receptions, 1,686 yards, and 14 touchdowns.
Damn.
Perriman had a strong season. He had 108, 1488, 9 touchdowns, and Johnny Morton had 44 receptions for 590 and 8 touchdowns.
I bet Scott Mitchell was a quarterback.
Yeah, he was.
Yeah, we had Scott Mitchell in Cincinnati.
I think Johnny ended up.
Scott Mitchell.
Did Johnny play with Kansas City?
He went to the Chiefs. Yeah, he went to the Chiefs. Yeah, and when he retired, remember he went in MMA.
It didn't go too well though.
Yeah,
it didn't go too well. Man, look here. That's a different mentality.
Oh, Johnny.
Ocho, Notre Dame's 2026 recruiting class now includes Devin Fitzgerald. He's the son of Larry Fitzgerald. Thomas Davis Jr., outside linebacker. He's the son of Thomas Davis Sr. And Caden Finley, he's the son of Jermichael Finley. Jerome Bettis' son there, Jerome Bettis II, Jr., he's there also. I don't know if he's in this. He might be there already. Somebody else is in that. Who else is in that, Ash?
Ryan Clarkson.
He just left. But I know this class, they're coming in next year, but I think Bus' son is already there. I think somebody else's son is there too. Well, obviously, there are a lot of people's son there, considering they got a roster. Because I know somebody said, hey, they got a bunch of sons there, but I'm talking about famous people that we know that played a professional sport. I'm trying to think. Damn, we getting old, Ocho.
Not really.
Yes, really.
We ain't getting old. We getting wiser.
Okay. Which
Yeah, we
with
getting
age
wiser.
come wisdom.
Yeah. Hey, it's like as I get older and as I age, I start to look better
Yeah,
because I was ugly. I was ugly growing up.
you were.
And just I'm like I done turned it. You just agreed?
Oh, Plaxico Burress. His son is at Notre Dame too.
Oh, okay.
James Flanagan, his dad played defensive tackle for the Bears. Bryce
That's
Young,
dope.
BY, played the 49ers. His son is there. I think Brian Urlacher, isn't Brian Urlacher's son there, or did he graduate?
Brian Urlacher.
Yeah, we getting
Brian Urlacher's son went to Notre Dame?
Brian Urlacher? Yeah,
Yeah.
I think so. Yeah.
I ain't know that. And that's crazy. But I remember we played the Bears one time. Boy, I ran Urlacher ass over,
No,
boy.
that probably didn't happen the way you explained it, but
Nah, that was Urlacher. You know, I remember because Urlacher wore 54. And I remember I stepped right on his chest. I stepped between the 5 and the 4 when I ran over him.
that what happened?
Yeah, man. I never forget that game. We was at Soldier Field too.
Kennedy Urlacher. He transferred to UFC.
Oh, okay.
Damn.
Man, I'm sitting here reading the chat. Boy, these people funny. Hey, boy, y'all
What
funny,
happened?
boy. None. They just laughing. The comments be funny.
Yeah, but I
like
wanted to clarify because I'm like, hey, somebody's son go to Notre Dame. Yes, Shannon, there are 100 players on the team. There are a lot of people's sons go to Notre Dame. I meant to somebody famous like Larry Fitzgerald's son, Plexico Burr's son, Jerome Bettis. That's what I meant to say. Oh, Joe, Bleacher Report drops their top 100 NBA players of all time list. Number 1, Michael Jordan. Number 2,
Yes, sir.
LeBron James. Number 3, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. Number 4, Magic Johnson. 5, Bill Russell. 6, Shaquille O'Neal. 7, Tim Duncan. 8, Larry Bird. 9, Wilt Chamberlain. 10, Stephen Curry. 11, Kobe Bryant. 12, Dream Olajuwon. 13, Kevin Durant. 14, Oscar Robertson. 15, Jerry West. Shaq calls it criminal that Kobe wasn't ranked in the top 10. Bleacher Report explained its reasoning. There's no question that for most of 2 decades, he was among the very best players. But among the best and the best are 2 different things. Meanwhile, the players above him all had multi-year peaks in which they were clearly holding the belt. The lone exception may be Wilt, who had Bill Russell to contend with. Ocho?
Yes, sir.
People seem to be upset that Kobe was not in the top 10. This is what I always tell people. If somebody moves out, if you're trying to move into the house, that means you have to move somebody out of the house.
Move somebody out. Right.
So
who you gonna move out? But this your area expertise,
look,
man.
Now I have LeBron 1, but on Mount Rushmore, they got it. I had Michael Jordan.
Right?
I had Michael Jordan, LeBron James, Kareem, and Magic. That's why I had it. My top 5, I'd have put Tim Duncan. But I'm saying, you look at Michael, multiple regular season MVPs, LeBron, multiple regular season MVPs, Kareem, multiple regular season MVPs, Magic, multiple regular season MVPs, Bill, multiple regular season MVPs. So everybody in the top 5 has at least 3 regular season MVPs.
Well, you know what? Based on everything you just said, if you were to line up 100 people that were basketball fans and had a passion and love for the game, and you ask them that same question to name their top 5, you think they're gonna say the same?
No, absolutely not.
Okay.
No.
So
no, yes, absolutely. Okay. Yes.
Okay.
If you see how they got all the bigs spread out, because people like big, you needed a guard to get you the ball. So you can't. It's not like you could bring the ball up. You look at Jordan. Jordan can handle the ball. LeBron, Magic,
Right.
clearly. Steph Curry. People like, hold on, y'all got Steph Curry over Kobe Bryant? Well, that's what it looked like to me from my
Hey,
eyes. Steph Curry is 10 and Kobe's 11.
I don't understand, dog. Hey, I don't. Oh my goodness.
I think. Look, I think from '96 to about '02, Shaq was clearly the best player on the Lakers.
Yeah. Oh, during that dominant
Yes.
reign. Yes.
And
During
that's
that
not to
dominant
say
reign.
that's not to say
Absolutely.
Kobe wasn't a great player. Two things can be true.
Yeah. Yeah.
You can be a great player, but not be the greatest player on your own team.
Right.
And I think they factored that in. And I think that's why they ranked Shaq so high. Because Shaq run, he's like, yeah, we won, we three-peated, and Shaq won all three finals MVP.
Right.
Now, Kobe had some spectacular series in there. You go back and look at that series against Indy, you look at the series against Sacramento. Kobe had some runs now.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah. Hey, Kobe was so special, man. It's like
You're
I
never going
it's
to get a look. For the most part, I mean, people are going to say Michael. Some of the younger generation is going to say LeBron. I've
LeBron,
always
right.
felt the guy that was the least appreciated was Kareem.
Yeah.
I mean, he has the most regular season MVPs. He got 6.
Uh-huh.
There's a great chance ain't nobody catching that. Great chance that's not happening. Man, this is an unbelievable list though.
Yeah, it is.
In
I mean,
10
obviously,
years,
listen,
what you gonna do with
yeah.
Jokic? What you gonna do with Giannis?
Somebody got to move.
Is Shea gonna be here somewhere?
Yeah. Yeah, the list is gonna change. It's
It
gonna
is.
change
It
drastically.
is. It has to. But for me, Ocho, I think it's etched in stone. I don't think anybody's gonna unseat Mike.
Yeah.
I mean,
It's
there are a handful of us that got LeBron, but for the most part, I mean,
yeah.
Jokic is still currently playing, and Steph is still playing. KD is still playing. I mean, think about it. You still playing, and you want to, the top 100 players of all time, and you still currently playing.
All time. That's
I'm
crazy.
trying to think what does KD have to do to crack the top 10? Can he?
Championship? Everybody in the top 10 has a chip, don't they?
Yeah, everybody in the top 5 have multiple regular season MVPs. Michael has 5,
Okay.
LeBron has 4, Kareem has 3, Kareem has 6,
K-
Magic has 3.
KD has one,
Huh?
doesn't he? KD has MVP,
One
doesn't
regular
he?
season MVP,
Just
2
one?
finals MVP. Bill Russell has.
Right.
Now, when Russell was playing, with the exception of that last year, they didn't have finals MVP. The first year they had a finals MVP was 1969. And the finals
Okay.
MVP was the first and only time that a guy won that award from a losing team. Jerry West won it.
That's crazy.
Now that's happened in the NFL too in
Crazy.
the Super Bowl. Chuck Howley won the Super Bowl MVP on a losing squad.
On a losing effort?
First and only time
Wow.
it's ever been done. They lost to the Colts 16-13.
Mm.
Wilt, look, Wilt got the first high scoring, 2, 3, I think the 4 high scoring average in the season. Ain't nobody catching that 50. Nobody's catching 48, 44. They're not happening. The rebounds, ain't
Right.
nobody gonna get 55 rebounds in a game. So certain stuff, they might as well just take the rebounders. Who gonna get 24,000 rebounds in a career, Ocho?
Right. Hey, that's unbelievable. That's almost unheard of to the fact you think it's not even real.
The man he averaged 25 rebounds. No, yeah, the next year he averaged 27. But this is a very, very good list.
Yeah, absolutely.
Because you got
Absolutely.
Giannis. I mean, Giannis is down there. He has 2 regular season MVPs. You got Jokic. He has 3 regular season MVPs and a Finals MVP. Damn, that's a good ass list though. That's a good ass list.
And
Tim Duncan is underrated.
I
People don't
had,
give Tim Duncan credit. 2
yeah.
regular season
Again,
MVPs, 3 finals MVPs. The best power forward to ever play the game. We ain't debating that.
mm-hmm.
I mean, there's certain positions that you don't really debate. Like 2 guard, everybody know when it comes to 2 guards, they're like, okay, it's Jordan,
Yeah.
Kobe. You go hard, you go D Wade, Harden, whatever the case may be. But 1 and 2 is Kobe, it's LeBron, it's Mike and Kobe. Small forward is LeBron. Then you go KD, Bird. Power forwards, Tim Duncan. Now Giannis might have something to say about that when it's up, but I don't know if he can catch it. But it's a good ass list, Ocho. It's a good list.
I still think Kobe should be higher. I just don't know who you pull out. I don't know.
LeBron said he would have enjoyed playing with Michael Jordan had their careers intertwined. He said on Mind the Game podcast, I think our games would have complemented each other well. Michael was a flat-out scorer. He was a scorer, a scorer. He had a scorer's mentality. MJ was an inspiration. Penny Hardaway was an inspiration to me. Grant Hill was also an inspiration to me. Growing up like that point forward, Scottie Pippen, like Penny, like Hill. Those are the kind of guys that inspired me because I wanted to be that point forward. Yeah, Michael scored. That was his mentality. Score the basketball. That's Kobe's mentality. Score the basketball.
Yes. Killer mentality.
Yeah. See, they believe the only way to win the game was I got to score 50, I got to score 60, I got to score whatever it needs to take to win. Now, I'm going to try to shut you down the other end because they took their challenge, they took the assignment. Oh, I got you. I got something for you. They took it upon themselves. I'm going to score 40, but I'm going to hold you to below your normal, which took a lot of energy. They had to be in tip-top shape. And if you look at the way those guys were built, you look at Mike, though he was wiry, I mean, don't look at him now because obviously he's not working out like he wants to. He's living a great life now. Yachts and private jets, cigars. And hey, Mike, I need to get you some of that Shea by Laportier. But that being said, LeBron games compliments anybody because he's a pass-first person. So if you want to score the basketball, he's going to get it to you. He's a more athletic Magic Johnson.
LeBron can play in any era. He can play with any. He can play with any player. Let me fix that. He can play with any player. He just fits regardless of who it is based on his style of play.
Ocho, if you were big, you love to play LeBron. If you Shaq, he gonna give it to you. If you Wilt, he gonna give it to you. If you Olajuwon, he gonna give it to you. Kareem, think about what. Hey, Magic say, hey, Cat, where you want it? Left or right? Throw it to my right.
I got it.
Now it's time for our final segment of the evening. It's time for Q&A. Quentin Mays said, Ocho, I hear like stink meaner. What that is, Ocho?
Stink meaner. I don't know what that means. I don't know. I ain't never heard that before. That must be some young folk lingo.
Yeah, that's done past me. Dab Smith said Jalen top 5. Jalen's been to a Super Bowl, something Josh, Lamar, and Herbert can't even sniff. And beat Pat. Let me know how Josh, Lamar, Herbert stop letting Pat bust their you know what, and then talk to me.
Yeah. See, I told you, it's a great conversation piece, and everyone will use their own personal preference on where to put everybody. That's why I said, how is he not even in the top 5? But obviously, when you look at the stats, you look at the numbers or the team surrounding him, I think that's why they would do that. That got to be the only reason the execs are thinking about.
Yeah. Squeeze said, I'm about to put together offense with a jersey collection. I have Mike Evans and put Ocho on my other wide receiver, looking for a sharp one on as well. My tight end is going to be crazy. I'm gonna put my Miami Beach jersey up. I gotta get me a frame. I gotta frame that.
Hey, I just listen. It's been. I'm not sure how long you've had those jerseys,
I
but I
bought
do
them.
like to hang them. You can't even buy
I
them.
got them.
From where?
Don't worry about it.
Tell me what the
I'm not gonna
site
be able to
is.
do that, Ocho. Unfortunately.
Hold on, but I'm just curious. Why did you buy a home and away jersey of my high school jersey?
Piss you off. I knew that would get it.
See? Hey, Jeff, when I was about to pay your money,
Nah,
man.
you wasn't
All
paid.
right.
You think I'm about to send you your merchandise before you send me my cash?
Oh, man, you think I'm gonna send your money? Why you still holding on to my merchandise?
All right, I tell you what I'm gonna do. This goes out next week. Send me $2,500.
Okay, bet. Now we can do that.
A jersey
We
go
can
out
do
the
that.
following week. Send me another $1,500.
Okay.
Then
Okay,
another
we can do
jersey
that.
goes out. I'm gonna need another $1,500. And then the Funko
Okay, I
goes
got
out. You send me the last $500.
Bingo. Now that's the type of business I like right there.
Done deal. Lance Goodman,
I like
736 says, Ocho, I can't let you talk about my Steelers like that. So let's bet on both games. Make it loud on yourself. Bet at 5,900.
Oh, well, shoot. Oh, you want to bet?
Hey, Lance, what you mean? Man, how you gonna bet my money? That man ain't bet, how you gonna bet the man my money?
Ah, oh man, that was a good one. That was a good one there. That was a good one.
Kemper Norwood Jr. said, Ocho, my question is, what are your top 3 favorite card games to play?
Oh, now we talking. Now we talking. Listen, Uno, spades, and tonk.
Okay.
Uno, spades, and tonk in no particular order. Don't invite me to your house. Don't invite me to any family function. Don't invite me to no picnic if you do not have spade, Unos, or tonk game going on. Now you add dominoes, I'm there too.
T-Real for the majority said, God bless Nightcap fam. Love y'all. You guys keep my spirits high. My father recently passed away, and I've been fighting for his estate. I'm scared, feel alone, but asking y'all for prayer if anyone can help or advice. Well, first of all, our thoughts and prayers. Sorry for your loss.
Condolences.
My thoughts and prayers go out for you and your family and loved ones and everybody that's impacted by this loss. That's what I always tell people, man. Have your affairs in order. I'm telling you, I don't care what anybody says. Money changes people.
Everybody.
Money changes people. If somebody's supposed to get $10.30, have it in there to get $10.30. Because if they don't have it in there, they're going to try to get $10,300.30. Have whatever you have, where it's supposed to go, how much of it's supposed to go. Because, man, I'm telling you, I've seen it. Brother, sister, mom, it'll ruin you.
And it's always family.
It is.
It's always those. It's always those closest to you. When money comes into play, man.
And hey, I'm gonna give you a little advice. My family ain't in charge of my estate. I want somebody that's independent. Cause don't you think that you get more because X, Y, and Z? Nah. It's laid out so elaborately. This. Hey, homeboy get this, homeboy get that, Savannah State get this, boom, boom. I don't want, man, look here. Cause man, he'd have wanted me to have this. I put it in writing. What I wanted you to have. What the hell you mean he'd have wanted me that? No, I didn't. I put it in there. I was in my right mind when I said that.
Right.
Ocho, I'm telling you, man.
Hey, it's sad. It happens all the
It
time.
does, man. But we are
Never
praying for you,
fails.
bro. Stay strong. Um, stay prayed up, and hopefully everything works out. Mayhem Matthew, thoughts on Jelly Roll getting tag match with 3 main eventers in Randy Orton, Drew McIntyre, Logan Paul at the first ever SummerSlam. Oh, Jelly Roll, the singer Jelly Roll was at this thing?
Jelly Roll from the wrestle?
Man.
Hey, that's dope.
You want to do something? You want to wrestle, Ocho? Yeah.
Who, me? Nah, if I'm a fight, I gotta fight for real. I ain't going in there playing around.
Man, I used to love wrestling.
I wonder where Debo at.
Oh, you want to wrestle Debo?
I want to fight Debo, man.
Lord.
Hey, you ever look at Debo, just notice he got a punchable face?
Yeah. But I ain't trying to punch it.
I do it. Don't worry about it.
I sure hope he don't hurt you.
Nah, I'm gonna be good, huh?
Cause I
I'm
don't know how I don't know. I sure don't. Can't find no other partner. I guess we just wrap Nightcap up.
Nah, we gonna be good. We gonna be good. I'm gonna be on here bandaged up. Yeah, you know, he gonna get some licks in, but I'm gonna win.
Please make sure you thank you for joining us for another episode of Nightcap. I'm your favorite Unc, Shannon Sharpe, my partner and teammate and co-host, Liberty City's own Bingo Ring of Fame honoree, the Pro Bowler, the All-Pro, that's Chad Ochocinco Johnson. Please make sure you hit that subscribe button. Please make sure you hit the like button. And guys, do us a favor. Go subscribe to the Nightcap podcast feed. Tell family, friends, and loved ones to do likewise to the Nightcap podcast feed. Every subscriber counts, and we want to thank you for counting and for helping us matter. Because without you, you see what's behind Ocho head. You can see what's behind mine, the plaques on the wall. That's all because of you. Nothing goes on without you. And so we greatly, greatly appreciate your support and your continued support. Your eyes, your ears, and your word of mouth are greatly, greatly appreciated. Thank you again from Unc and Ocho and Nightcap family. Make sure you check out Shea by Le Portier. It's a premium high-end cognac, the very best tasting premium VSOP on the market. Don't take my word for it. Order it, guaranteed. You're going to love it. If you can't find it in a city or state near you, order it online. We'll ship it directly to your door. Please drink responsibly and stay safe. Go follow my media company page on all of its platforms, Shay Media, and my clothing company, 84, with 84 being spelled out. That link is pinned in the chat. Supplies are limited, and once they're gone, they are gone. We're off tomorrow night. We will see you. We'll be back Wednesday and Thursday. Thank you guys for joining us. We can't thank you enough. We're so glad to be back. We're on vacation for 3 weeks, but Ocho and I are back. And thankfully, we're glad to be back. So we'll see you on Wednesday.
Absolutely.
Can't wait. Thanks for joining us tonight. I'm Unc. He's Ocho. We out.